Apotropaic. Apotropaic is an adjective, and it's defined as supposedly having the power to avert evil influences or bad luck. Named for an otherwise anonymous squadron of Greek gods, the apotropai, who could be appealed to in order to forestall any incoming calamity, is a protective sort of magic. It is small things we do and big things we do. Fingers we cross, notes we make to ourselves, circles we draw around what matters. It is dream catchers and it is sachets to ward off the evil eye. It is salt, and iron, and mirrors, and red threads. It is a shout and a gesture, and a bath, and a fistful of graveyard dirt. It is what our mothers told us, what our tomes teased at. Lit candles and jack-o'-lanterns, gargoyles and troll crosses meant to frighten the evil away from our doorstep. And in days like these, given the rather hellish nature of current events, it seems we need to ward our own spirits, defend by careful craft the children, cast a barrier around every last memory of peace and guiltless calm. We will find, in our fear, apotropaic solutions. And until there's a sort of wisdom that looks at root causes and heals deep wounds, I can't say it's an insensible choice. Oh. When we know what is precious to us, no matter how futile it seems to do it, to care so deeply that we want to protect a thing is itself a tender, fragile magic, because it can heal us just enough to take the risk we have to take by living. We have to keep going, and these stones in our pockets, these wards on our doors, these invocations of angels and spirits, I've always found them sort of lovely. Not because they work or don't work, but because they hold in them the most innocent sort of believing. Crisis and fear and desperation. We mediate our relationship with our fates. Or it brings to mind one of those fates. Of course, back again in ancient Greek mythology, Atropos, the one with the scissors. It is she who minds the manor and cuts the red thread that binds us to our mortality. She and her sisters, 3 witches, 3 liminal beings that stand outside the waking world and do their weaving, binding a love to a lover, ending a silvery story of prosperity, making a tapestry that is beautiful to their eyes alone. We ask sweetly, sometimes with suffering, but always with earnest feeling, for things to go a bit better, for the beauty to look as we would like it to look. You can imagine that Atropos, with stiff fingers and an ache in her slumped shoulders, could use her own care and attention to be made special in the eyes of those she must feel that she serves, for she has held on to her post for millennia. And we invent a ritual, invent a magic, to stave off the terror we feel in our bones for being lost out here in a world that is so indifferent to our hopes and dreams. We want to believe there's a chance we can soften the blow. It's so charmingly human to try and make all this madness look how we wanted it to look. Weavers and threads, calling cards, and special marks, on the off chance that they may make an old woman smile. Of course, there's also a bit of ego if you don't match your apotropaic requests with something of an offering. The parts of us that are wary and know we need to take a little bit of security from the grand ethereal something also know that it's necessary to give back. We cannot walk around this world with endlessly open hands and think there will not be a rebalancing of the forces. An atropos is the inflexible one, the unturnable. Perhaps we're better off seeking her when we wish to be so ourselves. When our appeal to the gods is not to retract our fate, but to endure it. To have a neutral perspective when pain is clouding us, pulling at us, knitting us to places we do not want to be. Perhaps her truth is in acceptance, in freedom, seeing the end and transforming through that archway into something better next time. So the magic tonight is apotropaic naturally. I guess I wish us all to feel somehow safer, somehow more secure in our skin, even if this magical thinking only holds firm for a few hours of curiosity. To begin, we can do as they did in medieval days and mark a triquetra in your personal space. This is a Celtic cross, an Ouroboros, and its three corners invoke the three fates, triple-faced goddesses, and it's ancient. This is a good reminder of permanence, unturnability, when we feel blown to the winds. Draw it or print it and put it somewhere in your home. If this isn't appropriate, find a symbol that has meaning to you. With it, you might change your lock screen. You might carve this into a candle. You might stir it into a soup. Or as advised, slip it under your doormat or near something near the threshold of your home. Create the mental boundary between you and all of the toxic swirl that surrounds us. A reminder that you can return to yourself no matter the darkness we have to cross or scroll through each day. I wish you well, and if you like this, dear ones, like and subscribe. Comments are grand too.